Good morning, everyone. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you this daily practicing in the page 4. So this sadhana is we usually use all the daily practice every day. And first is we always chant the opening prayers. So opening prayer is first section. Is all mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me, obstacles who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May the experience of happiness be separate from suffering, and safely I will establish them in the state of answer past, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. So this one have to chant 3 times these prayers. This prayer is a very special practice. It's especially Digong Kaju tradition. And when Jigten Sumgon, he created these prayers, beginning practice. So usually practice always we put most important is our parents, family. So here this prayer is most important is our enemies first, number 1. So that's the reason, especially those enemies, enemies very special, precious for practice Dharma. So we wanted to help them. We wanted to free from their suffering. We wish them free from suffering. We wanted wish them have happiness. So then chant this prayer, practicing. Okay, so then practice this second section is called action bodhichitta prayer. Thus, until I achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. Until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and the mind. So this reason we're going to practice this today and meditate practicing until tomorrow morning. Means like actually we kind of taking commitment. And the commitment has always go followed by 3 different levels. One is until tomorrow, another is until die, another is until enlightenment. So this is a short way, not too long thinking about, but until tomorrow means no, I'm going to practice Dharma until tomorrow. It's 24 hours. So the reason is like we wanted to enlightenment, we wanted to benefit others. Chant that, after that, so then is a long refuge prayer. So this is a refuge, has a longer refuge prayers. And this refuge goes like 2 different levels. Vajrayana traditions, Mahayana tradition refuges. So this is like more focused way is Vajrayana refuges. Vajrayana is we take refuge in the kind root Lama and the lineage Lamas. So now we're going to take refuge like our root Guru, visualize, and then also we visualize all the lineage teachers. Lineage teacher is Dorjen Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Malarepa, Gampopa, Pamutropa, Jigten Sungun, then all the lineage, The Gonkaju tradition is like all lineage holders and including our root Guru. So that is just we think about in front of us. Sometimes you cannot really know that the person individually visualize, but just mentally think all these lineages in front of us, teachers. Sometimes you can visualize your root Guru, the essences, all the 3 times Buddhas and all the lineage teachers. So that's also possible. Sometimes you can visualize like one Yadam deity, and the form is a Yadam deity, essence is your root Guru and the lineage teachers. So that means you visualize one, so include everything there. So that is a little bit better, easy than, we visualize all the Yadam deities one by one, lineage teachers. Especially, people, beginners don't know. So we say you visualize Marpalosa, you don't know Marpalosa. Who is Marpalosa, right? So we say you visualize Malarepa, you don't know who is Malarepa. Then maybe we say, okay, visualize Garchen Rinpoche. Then you know. So then we think about, okay, visualize all the lineage teachers, included that one Ru Guru, form bodies Ru Guru, essence all the lineage teachers. So that's also all possible. So that's the reason we take refuge, Ru Lama and the lineage Lama. Then we take refuge in the deity of mandalas of the Yadams. So we deity is like Buddhas. You can visualize the Chenrezig or visualize the Tara. Any one of the Yadam deities, including all the deities in there. So you visualize one Buddha, actually you visualize all the Buddhas. We take refuge in the exact Buddhas. Then we take refuge in the perfect Dharma. So then perfect Dharma is, we refuge to Dharma. Dharma is actually, in this practice is Dharma. So Dharma is our practicing and increasing quality. It's part of Dharma, Dharma. And your study, like Four Noble Truth, is Dharma. So Four Noble Truth is introduced to your emotions. So that's the reason it's refuge to Dharma. You meditate love is Dharma. You meditate compassion is Dharma. You meditate bodhichitta is Dharma. You meditate practicing Shene or Mahamudra. This all is Dharma, because this practices all is introduced to our emotions, increasing our qualities. So that is called Dharma. Main essence refuge is Dharma. The reason is Dharma is introduced to our emotions. Dharma can purify our afflictive emotion. Practice Dharma, we are transform our mind is Buddha. So that's the reason, refuge to Dharma. And then we take refuge, Sangha. Sangha is two different levels, and ordinary Sangha and special Sangha. Ordinary Sangha is like people who took the refuge vows. Then we call Sangha is ordinary Sangha. Special Sangha is we take refuge to the special Sangha, not ordinary Sangha. Special Sangha is like Bodhisattvas, who has more qualities, not regular, ordinary person. Not yet Buddha, but not ordinary people. And usually Sangha means like also Buddha's retinues. You know retinue, Buddha has many retinues, so that's all called Sangha. There has special qualities. And then we take refuge in the noble Dhakas and Dhakinis and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. So then we have another refuge is Dhakinis, Dhakinis like female who has special qualities and realization. Same is the Achi, Achi is like actually usually be Yadam deity, you can practice Yadam deity. Achi can be Dakini, Achi can be protector. So depending on how you practice. And we refuge to them. After that, taking Bodhisattva vows. So this prayer is very popular, this taking Bodhisattva vows. This prayer is come from Shantideva. Shantideva, he has a book. It's called the Way of Bodhisattva. You know that, right? Way of Bodhisattva. So way of Bodhisattva has these prayers, and when you're going to receive the Bodhisattva vows, actually use this prayer. So this prayer, we're receiving the Bodhisattva vows, and also every day you chant this prayer. It's like you become kind of like, you know, how to say that if you have any broken your vows, like something, and what's it called, transgressions, right? Transgression or something broken, and you lose like some vows. But you do every day this retaking again and again, you know, increasing. So until attaining the heart of enlightenment, take refuge. So this is bodhichitta. Bodhichitta is usually we don't take until tomorrow morning, until die. Bodhichitta is always focused until enlightenment. The Vinayana vows is only until die. Lay people vows, some short vows until tomorrow morning. So this is until die. No, until enlightenment is already. So that's the reason until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the example of the Bodhisattvas. So then after that is bodhicitta. As the previous Buddhas embodied the enlightened mind and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path. So previous Buddhas that took the refuge and the bodhicitta vow, and they become enlightened. Enlightenment, yeah. Same is like that. We also going to take same previous Buddhas. We also going to receive bodhicitta vow and follow the bodhicitta vow and going to enlightenment, benefit all others. So that's the main point is. I too, for the benefit of all sentient beings, give birth to bodhicitta and apply myself to complete stage of the path. So that section is called beginning section. You know, before we practice a sadhana, always we have to chant refuge, bodhicitta, take refuge to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and then receive the bodhicitta vows. So you are then ready into the practice, mean practice. Mean practice is page 9. Actually, this also another taking refuge. You know, you sometimes we don't have to go follow the beginning there, so directly can go here too. Page 9. This is the same thing again. You know, refuge and bodhicitta, because different sadhanas, different teaching has this refuge, and the main essence is the same, but the words and also some is very special teachers, you know, share this refuge and bodhicitta. That's the reason we put in together. Many refuges sometimes in the one prayer both has, but main essence is no difference, always the same. Here is in the Buddha Dharma and the supreme example. I take refuge unto enlightenment through the merit of practice, generosity, and so on. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. So that's come from Nagarjuna. And Shantideva and Nagarjuna, they're very similar words, you know, meaning, but the both has a very special, and both are very popular. So that's the reason we put in the one prayer book together. The next is called four measurable practice. Four measurable. So first one is called the love. Second one is called compassion. Third one is called joy. So and happy. Fourth one is called equanimity. So that is four measurable practice. But each one has a long very long teaching to share. We today we focus for mean practice, okay? So first one here is the page 10 is Buddha Shakyamuni. First is Buddha Shakyamuni prayer practice. So Buddha prayer is here, page 10. We have to visualize Buddha. Visualize Buddha is like in front of us, Buddha Shakyamuni, and then his red nose we visualize in front of us. So that is the page 10, 11 and 12. So this prayer is like it's a meditation visualization section. It's usually called generation stage. And you visualize Buddha and purify our impure perceptions. We create our pure perceptions. You purify impure karmic imprints. Then when you die in the bardo, you see the Buddha because you have pure perceptions. Pure perceptions arise, then you can liberate. You don't have to go to reborn samsara again and again. So that's the reason we main point. That's the reason we practice the Yadam deity visualize. So why we are in samsara, reborn again and again. The main point is we have impure karmic imprints. Impure karmic imprints is we create samsaric karmic imprints. So when you die, that karmic imprint is arise. So you take to that realm to rebirth again and again. So you visualize the Buddha often and often meditate. When we die, the Buddha, the pure perceptions arise. Then we don't have to reborn again. Samsara is become liberated in Bardo. That's the reason we visualize Buddhas. And visualize Buddha is first always visualize emptiness. Emptiness is, everything is like all this phenomena is empty. Nothing is exist. So now you can see the trees, and the stones and the house, many things, object. This all is becoming to the emptiness. Nothing seeing any exist object. Then in the emptiness, then arise, like usually we visualize the lotus flower. And the kind of emptiness is same as this lake, beach. It's blue, it's nothing in their physical things. So in the blue lake arise flowers. Then that is the called lotus flower. And the top there we visualize moon dish, something, And then the top there visualize silver. Silver is dependent on Buddha's silver. So here this sadhana, Buddha Shakyamuni sadhana, never says specific any syllables. So we visualize everything's emptiness, and then arise Buddha Shakyamuni in front of us. Visualize Buddha. So the Buddha is like golden color, He has 3 Buddha Dharma robes, and his right hand, gracefully pause in the earth touching mudra. Right hand is touching mudra like this, earth touching mudra. Then left hand hold the beginning bowl here. So that's he's like the golden mountain. Same is like, then his body is like radiating, like wisdom, like radiating. All like radiates, what to say, the sun, same as the sun shines. like that. Then his retinue is we visualize many Buddhist savas. His retinue, Buddhas, and many in with him together. Visualize that clearly. Usually visualizes you need something, like tanka, statue, pictures, then look at that again and again. Close eye, and one day, just your mind can see all the time. That is appear to your mind. We practice that visualization. So without practice, it's not easy, You practice all the time, then it's easy. If you have a picture and look the picture one day, whole day, when you go sleep, it's like the images come to your mind, So that means your mind seeing. It's called visualization. We did the Amitabha practice this Saturday, Sunday. So we have this crystal, Amitabha image. And this is I put in the front of me. So whole day seeing that image. Then next time it's like it's close eyes, that images come to the easily in the mind. So you close, it's easily come. Even you not close eye, you're just not thinking about others, the images appear to your mind. So that is called visualization. You need something support. Without the support, we cannot visualize really. You have something images seeing, then appear to your mind. So that helps for in our bardo transforming. When we die and consciousness is lost in the bardo because the body and the mind become separate, then consciousness is wake up. So Buddha is appear to your mind. Same is like you see something all the time. It's like that is appear to your mind, right? So Buddha is appear to in your mind in the bardo. You can liberate in the bardo. You don't have to reborn again. So free from samsara. So that's the reason we visualize. And then after that, page 14 is we practice. Practice is then we have to think about Buddha is like quality. We have to think about his compassion, his wisdom, and then you really comes devotion to the Buddha, connecting with the Buddha easily. If we don't see the Buddha quality, you really cannot connect with anything. You see something quality, and then you arise your devotion. Then it's easily connecting with Buddha. So that is the like people say, oh, I have connect with these teachers. I don't have a connect with these teachers. Something The reason is because you see the quality of the teachers, then also connecting with that. Then also you have to create that connection. So talk about the teachers' qualities, and then you have been connecting. But talk about negative part, then you talk that again and again, create your mind and often. Even teacher has qualities, never ever see anything qualities. Always see negative because it's you create always mind, negative part. During the Buddha also time, Buddha is like 100 Buddha has 100% qualities, but some never see his qualities because they always look for another way. It's part of their own jealousy due to their mentality jealousy, and then their seeing is totally different. They think Buddha is not awakening, not enlightened. Then they think he's cheating. Then they think he's no compassion, because they look different ways due to their emotion. So that's the reason teacher, spiritual teacher, best way, never criticize, even you don't have any connections. if you criticize again and again, that affect your mind. I have experience, you know. So somebody share you, some other teachers good quality listening, and again, that helps your mind, not really helping for the other teachers. Teacher, you talk qualities, bad qualities, like actually nothing effect for the teacher, but actually you hear more qualities some other teachers, it really helps your mind, and then that, you know, purify your obscurations. Also then you really can seeing more qualities. We purify our the, you know, like ignorance and bad kind of a negative thoughts more purify, then actually all beings like seeing become Buddha, not only teachers. See, you have strong negative emotions in your mind, even the Buddha comes, we cannot see the good qualities. So that's the reason we have to cultivate, you know, the positive way, and that's the reason also in the Buddha's prayer has praise to Buddha, you know, praise to the Yadam deities, praise to Yadam deity, praise to Buddha. They really help for Buddha. We make happy him. Not really, you know. Buddha, you praise to Buddha, you telling the old negative part of Buddha is always compassion for everyone, economically, nothing difference for Buddha. But praise to Buddha is actually, you know, our mind and heart is opening. So that's the reason here. So we have to think about his qualities. With your great compassion means like, oh, Buddha is compassion. He has compassion. That's why he come back in this generation time to help for us. So without compassion, he don't have to come back to this generation time. You know, he can be enlightenment long time ago. So he don't have to show for come back for us teachings. So that's the reason with your great compassion. So we have to cultivate, think about Buddha's compassion. You embrace it, this turbulent and degenerate world. See, this is a degenerate world term, you know. Degenerate means not easy to take into the spiritual direction, spiritual path. Easy to go into the worldly activity because so many distractions, so many desire things. So you easy to go into the you know, worldly way activities, not easy to go into the positive path. So that's the reason, you know, degenerate time, the world Buddha come back for teaching for us. The reason is, and made 580 aspirations. Buddha he did so many aspirations, wanted to help for degeneration time. His aspiration, his compassion is arise. Then he come back for teach for us, show for path us. So we have to cultivate and think about his compassion, you know. If without the Buddha, we don't have a Dharma. We don't have a Dharma, we are not possible to go to right direction. You know, we cultivate Buddha's quality is very important. 580 aspirations. You are as exactly as the white lotus. Whoever hears your name shall never return to samsara. So then also Buddha, he aspirations, and he pray, and he's with compassion, wisdom together, you know. And who hear his names, also he pray, never return to go back to samsara again and again. So that's also one thing we are lucky, you know, because we are reborn human beings, and we hear the Buddha's name, we followed his teachings, and we are right direction. That's also we are have good karma. We have good fortune to be that way. Many sentient beings never heard that, you know, no connections, no follow the right direction teachings. So Buddha teaching is like not just some other teachers share the teachings. I mean, other teachers means like many other religions. You really look into investigate that the teachers are not in awakening. They all has different agendas, because there maybe some teachers wanted to control the people. They wanted to become powerful, not the best on the compassion teachings, but their based on agenda is totally different. That's the reason we have a Buddha teaching, and the one is called the logic book. The logic book is we have to study like many years. The logic book, Buddhist logic book. It's these Buddhist teachers share their teachings, use logic, investigate. They're proving Buddha is unmistaken teacher. His teaching is unmistaken teaching. The reason is because Buddha has compassion, equanimity, all sentient beings. Long as he has compassion, he giving teachings is always right, not wrong. Someone who has strong compassion, they never teach you, harm for you, and get wrong things, mistake things. So he has compassion, then he also has wisdom with wisdom. That's why his teachings are mistaken. We have to cultivate that, his compassion and wisdom, and his aspiration is arise in this generation time. He share for teachings for us, showing the path. So that's the reason we most compassionate teacher. Through you, I pay homage. So you are most compassionate teacher, and that's the reason I pay homage to you. Why we homage to Buddha? Because his qualities. That's the reason we homage to Buddha. Not talking about the equal right, Sometimes people think, and he is same. Why I have to bow down him, right? Many people think that. But you just same person, same quality, you bow to each other. Maybe it's good respect for each other. But sometimes people say, you have to bow to me. It's also like punish, right? Kind of like not equal right. But this one is like you really see the quality, inner arise your strongly devotion, and naturally you strongly respect for Buddha. So that's kind of like it comes to your heart. Then mine, so with prostration to Buddha, and also then all my own and others, virtue of body, speech, mind, together with all our possessions, visualize like Saminda Buddha's offering, clothes are offered to you. So this prayer, see, is directly introduced to our self-grasping. So think about, see, all my own and others virtues of body, speech, and mind together means we offering to all is Buddha. So why we are in samsara? Because our attachment, desire, self-grasping, then you continually again suffering in samsara. So no, this is a special method. You don't have to give up your home and your jobs, your car, right? You don't have to give up your bed. You can still sleep your bed. You don't have to give up your house. You can still use your house, everything what you have. Mentally, the trick is your mind is always offering to Buddha. Then your body, speech, mind is offering to Buddha, because everything belongs to Buddha. So become everything is useful offering. So that's where, then also we not only what we own things, we visualize so beautiful, mountains, lakes, beach, trees, nature, and then also city and the lakes, anything you see, flowers, good object, mentally offering to Buddha. Visualize it like Samantha Buddha's offering, clothes are offered to you, or it's mentally offering to Buddha. It's increasing our accumulation merit, create accumulation merit, reduce our self-grasping, purify your body, speech, mind, obscurations. Then also visualize Buddha in front of us. We just mentally confession to Buddha all the harmful actions and the transgressions I have committed throughout beginningless time. Each and every one I know confess with intense and heartfelt regret. So that is all is confession. Confession is like karma. Some karma we really don't know when we, we create karma. Actually, karma is beginningless time until now. We create eons karma, countless karma. We already has storage. So that storage is like we have to burn the fire. This is a confession is a fire. All the many lifetimes karma is burn the fire before that ripening. Otherwise, karma is already ripening. No choice, we are suffering. Before karma is ripening, we can purify it. Because we create our own karma. We have to purify our own karma. So Buddha, he show for us, he have for support for us, then we have to do. If we don't do, Buddha is always there, teaching is always there, but you don't do, it's nothing going to have anything. Food is there, you don't cook, you don't eat, you hungrily die. No choice. Water is here, lakes, beach, everything is here. You don't drink, you thirsty, die. So like that, Sometimes like teachings, or everything is there. You don't have a karma, connection, die. Same is like big lake, ocean is here. Many bugs die here. So many beings like they don't have water, drink, and the heat, and die. Even the lake is close to there because no connections. So like that, it's actually Buddha's teaching is right now, it's there, but many beings no connections. So now we have to purify our karma. Then purify karma is we don't have to go to future life suffering, because you purify karma, then you have already good karma to reborn higher realms and pure land and Buddhahood. So that's the reason we think about all the negative karma and whatever I did previous life and in this life. It's visualize Buddha, confess to Buddha, mentally confession to the Buddha.